Isaac, this is Q. I'm sending you this video as I'm about to tour the 1214 6th Street Southwest location. It's that 4-bedroom, 3-bath with, I think it's just under 2,300 square feet. I am currently right now pulling off on 2nd Street headed towards 6th Street. I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera here so you can see, hopefully you can see. Right there is the clinic, and I just took an exit off of Highway 52, which is kind of that main artery of the city. And what we're going to do is we're going to head across the 2nd Street bridge towards 6th Street. So it's really just a hop, skipping away from St. Mary's there. Okay, so here we are turning onto 6th, just off of the highway. Crossing over Highway 52. Here that there is actually an exit when you are headed north off of 52 to get right off onto 6th Street. Right here, this is the Montessori School here in town. This intersection right here on 14th and 6th is going to be a busier one, as this road goes right along St. Mary's and is actually on the side where the emergency room entrance is. So it's a busier road down there. That's where the house is. Just a couple of blocks away now. I'll take you past the Mayo campus here. So you can see this is the top side of that. I'll actually use this upcoming road here to turn around so you can see the park, which is really nice on the back side of the clinic. Back side of the clinic you can see over there. I'm gonna head straight here, just wait for this person to turn. Okay. And there's a cute little park on top of the hill where you can see much of the clinic and the city. So we're headed back on 6th towards the listing. It's coming up here, and there it is. All right. Okay, Isaac, so I'm on the outside of the home, and just some things to notice. Here you can see it's a block foundation. Up here, this is the vinyl siding that they have on the home. It seems to be in pretty good shape. The block is in good condition as well, and as we go up the steps, you'll see it shows a bit of its age, but otherwise the steps are level. There certainly are several steps leading to the front door, so hopefully that side entrance downstairs will be easier access. Alright, Isaac, we are in the home, and I apologize for the echo, so I'm going to try and whisper a little bit. I'm just in the front foyer area here, which is connected to the black tile, as you saw. Little bit of a, something like a sunroom, front sitting area up front, and so that is 6th Street there. Here's a better look at the foyer, which is rather open. It isn't super enclosed, though maybe my camera at first made it seem like that. There's quite a bit of room there. We'll go into the first room off to the right here, which features the electric fireplace built in there, and the fridge. Now, the flooring, when I initially saw this pictured, I thought that maybe it was a textured carpet, but in actuality it's more like a vinyl material, which has a bit of a gloss to it, a sheen, as you can see. We'll go into the kitchen. So here real quick, this is more like a secondary fridge, which is in decent shape, nothing real special to it. With some additional cabinetry here. As we enter into the kitchen, you'll see the appliances are the stainless steel. And it looks like LG fridge and stove with, I've not heard of a Quasar microwave before. Looks a bit dated. Cabinetry is also a bit dated with maybe some new hardware, but could probably use a little freshening. These bay windows are really nice, peeking into the backyard as you're working at the sink, which is really going to be lovely for a family. I hope I'm not giving you motion sickness with this, so if it's shaky, I apologize. I do not own a gimbal, but I probably should get one. So here, they have this set up as a formal dining area off of the kitchen where the sunroom was, and then they have what looks like a wood-burning stove. And so we saw this in the pictures. This is the entertainment space that they have, which could also be used as a library. Quite a bit of shelving here, a lot of built-ins. Visibility into the backyard from here, which is really nice. It could use some maintenance back there. You'd probably want somebody that has a green thumb. Looking at the windows here, these are, it appears to be a wood material, so they're not more like the modern vinyl. So these are older windows, and it does appear that when the shelving was painted, that the windows were painted over as well. That usually doesn't go well for opening and shutting, but let's see if we can get one to open here. Okay, actually that opened really well. Nice and easy. So front to back of the house is actually pretty cool that you can look through front to back. Let me take you upstairs. The carpet is definitely something that could probably use a freshening, at minimum like a cleaning. It would appear to me, based on the door sill here, that the likelihood is that you've got this wood underneath that carpet. Might even be worth, on the upstairs level, getting rid of that altogether and just tidying up the wood. So the first door, the front room, nice big closets. So the upstairs bathroom, which I didn't see a bathroom downstairs. I meant to see if there is one. But this has a granite countertop, tile on the floor and on the bottom half of the walls, and in the shower. Got a nice little skylight up there. Should probably take a look here and see. A lot of times you want to check to see if the skylight has any water stains. I'm looking at the wood and the paint, and it doesn't appear that water is coming in, but that's certainly something in the inspection that we'd want to have a glance at. Second room to the left. A little smaller, more like an office space, not as large as the other room. Let me slow down here. I'm getting real shaky. I'm focusing on walking through and not what the camera looks like. Here, closet. Much smaller than the other. They're using primarily just as storage. So this, where we're entering now, is the master, and it appears to have had new carpet installed. I'm not sure why they wouldn't have just carried that out into the other spaces. That would have been a worthwhile investment. It certainly is a lot more plush walking on it. The master's a decent size, has the nice can lighting. You have a walk-in closet there, and then the ensuite. On the walk-in closet, they've gone ahead and removed the door, but there was otherwise a door there. You got some lighting in there with the window. This bathroom is pretty well done. Nice tile. Clean work. Newer vanity and toilet. So some nice storage set up here. What they did is they went ahead and inserted some shelving. Some nice doors inside a pocket that they built, which is in good shape. Though the wood that they used here, this is not real wood, but a vinyl wrap variety, something more like you'd see in an IKEA. Not very high end. There was a room to the right of the steps. This one fairly large, but again, another small closet. Okay, so as you can see here, you enter the basement through a door that's off of the kitchen. And as we go downstairs, you're gonna notice that the basement is not finished, which is gonna be rather typical of homes in this area, and also of the age of this home. So here we are in the laundry room. And they've got it set up as a half bath as well. More storage over here. It smells pretty dry, which is good news. Because one of the concerns you'll find in houses of this age is just if it's taken on any water. Now this door here takes us outside. So you can enter from here and head upstairs, but not directly from the garage. You would shut the garage and then walk through here to enter the home, which isn't necessarily favorable, but at least not the worst. It's not as bad as like a detached. All right, so you got your composite decking here. Now I am noticing, I know it's hard to tell on the camera, but there was a bit of a sway here as I stepped out. So it kind of dips right here. And that looks like maybe it needs to be reset, just trimmed a little bit and put back on so you don't have that spacing like you see there. The yard is really nice. All right, Isaac, so I'm about to leave the 1214 6th Street Southwest location now. I am, overall in assessment, I am not overly impressed. It's missing a lot of updates. I think because it's been a rental, the grounds have been less than kept up with. And so, you know, that's a bit concerning. The paint job around the house where they painted the trim and the walls, a couple of things. First, they went with a sort of a semi-gloss, which is a little bit more difficult to paint over. In addition to that, the job that was done was a bit haphazard. It doesn't strike me as professional. Some carryover onto the woods or onto the windows from the trim where they painted it white, so that didn't strike me again as professional. I do like that the layout is open front to back from the back living space to that front room. It's a little odd to me that the dining room is kind of tucked off to the side away from the fireplace, but it does leave for a nice wide open pass through in that area. Nice house, has a very unique style to it. It's not typical of what you see of a lot of the new builds in town, which bodes well for its character.